So let's do a bit of SWOT analysis to the two schemes. This is a SWOT analysis, but this is already a SWOT analysis that has been on a previously experienced process, not a SWOT analysis for a planning, but what happened. So let's try to analyze what happened to Toowoomba and also what happened to Newater. And this is based on the paper from these authors here, and if you can see more of the details from this paper. So what were the strengths of the Toowoomba crisis, of the situation? So there was a local source of water supply that was the strength. They have a lot of wastewater there, so there's a local supply of water, and they have the ability, the technical ability to provide all the support in terms of water professionals, academics, and researchers. In terms of weaknesses, you can see there are a lot of weaknesses we have provided here and also identified. The first one was this was supposedly the first project in Australia to use recycling water for drinking purpose. So that's why people did not really feel really good about it, because they felt like they are the Guinea pigs. They are this testing site for the first one. And so that's not a good feeling for us, a weakness of this project. The community engagement was very late. It was very delayed, and it was short, from 3 years to 3 months of engagement. So that is very, very bad aspect. And I think this is one of the major aspects of because of the failed project. It's just also late and short about public outreach. The politics they don't trust. There's a politics and vested interests have their own influence because of the issue of trust by the people. So it's a weakness. Lack of providing adequate and understanding explanation of the purification system. I think this is very important. We did not properly explain in a layman's term or a very non-technical term about the whole process and assure the public about the water quality aspect of their produced water. And there was a communication gap between local stakeholders and the organization. And of course, there are a lot of emotional issues already because this was highlighted by the CADS movement. So issues are there and they are not addressed properly by the proponents. So there are a lot of weaknesses of that project at that time. Some opportunity with relation to the strength is basically water security for their community, and they have to introduce recycled water as an alternative source for drinking. That could be a really good opportunity supposedly because this is the first time as well. Threats, these people fear, which is related to this one, is to being the test sample. Distrust because they have not properly taken the view of the community as early as possible. The first advantage movement of CADS was also one of the causes for that. There's more politics rather than solving the real problem. So there are also some hidden messages and hidden information that people don't understand. So there's a lot of distrust there. Distrust of the quality of the water was not explained well, and also the emotional issues are more, how to say, the emotional issues are the ones that people are more trying to decide or base their decision from. All right, so this is used by the opponents, so that's why issues was also one of the threats there. For the Newater, you can see, so that's why if you look at the SWOT analysis for the Toowoomba, you saw that a lot of weaknesses are there, and so you can see that the weaknesses outnumber the strength and opportunities, and so that's why it failed a lot. But in comparison for this one, you can see that strengths are there. There's a lot of opportunities and a very few weaknesses that are not even too major. So the strength is self-sufficiency, self-resiliency that people are realizing. So people are aware of their need. This is one strength. They are knowledgeable of their situation, and which was also because of proper information dissemination. The proponent has very close relationship, have good special consideration of the community's concerns. That was good support from various experts and even from the WHO about the standards of the water. And so this is a very big strength. This is very strong for them. Community information dissemination, like the center that they built and also the information drive that they have done, is very, very innovative, and a lot of engagement. And also they have cited that there were a number of successful projects in other countries with similar projects of them, but different technology. So it means that people will be more at ease that in fact they are not the only ones who are doing this. There are already other people or other countries doing this. So they will be more at ease. And this is a vital project, and they have the funding. There's a government support, strong government support with big authority funding this project. So there's a lot of strength going on there. Weaknesses possibly is because the water will be used for drinking purposes. But once they hear all this strength, they don't really feel that it's going to be a very big weakness for them. There's a show of some public show of the perception of risk and yuck factor there. The yuck factor about drinking from this water, but not too much as a way to say no to this project. A lot of opportunities of having alternative source of water, not dependent to Malaysia. It can be maintain trust and maintain trust of the community because they have considered their feelings. There's also trust, belief, and confidence that the water is safe. So it means that in a long term, they are building these very crucial things for people to believe their government and their project. There's also fair and sound decision making during the process. It means there's a procedural fairness. So this is very important, and decision making is very, very easy because of the government is the proponent, and so it's also the opportunity is easy implementation. Some threat was the some opposition of recycled water. Of course, there always be opposition, and possible impact on the one who supported the scheme. So it means that there will be some repercussions probably for people who supports this project, and people who do not support will probably do something bad to them, and that's another threat. But overall, as you can see, the strengths outweigh the weaknesses and the threats. So in this case, that's why there's more support, and it became successful in their time there until now. So it's one of the most successful reuse schemes in the world. So those are two of the ways we can do the SWOT analysis, and this is my expectation. Similarly with your report, you have to do the strength with regards to potable water reuse in Sydney and see what are the strengths if we are putting a potable water reuse. Check these different aspects here. You can have a similar idea because this is also similar, but the potable water reuse is a direct potable reuse. Okay, that's a direct potable reuse. So please make sure that you understand the difference between indirect and direct potable reuse.